Welcome to the Selfie Crafter. I'm Jessica, and it's that time of the year where we are doing our year in review. So this time we have 2025 to work on or go through, and I did quite a lot. I've learned quite a bit on my logbook and record keeping. Some things are going to have to kind of change because I did about 31 technically. Let's see, 13 of those were round and 18 of those were square. But then I also did like 4 mini dazzles, and then a paint gem, and then a couple of other smaller diamond projects as well along with it. But yeah, I realized that I gotta get a hold of what I consider a finish and what I don't consider as a finish, because like I don't have the mini dazzles counted in my finishes. But some of the other projects, which are a lot smaller than the mini dazzles, are finishes. So yeah, I have to get that set for this year to really focus in on what I do think is a finish or not. But with that being said, our first finish of the year was in January, of course, of last year. And let me pull this over for you guys. So we have here is Season Greetings Tree by, and I'm going to butcher the name, Britta Serferat. Anyway, this was started in December 23rd of 2024, and I finished this on January 2nd in 2025. This has 50 colors. 2 of those are ABs and 2 are fairy dust. This one is a round, which is 20, and it's 22.8 by 33 centimeters or 9 by 13 inches. So yeah, you can see 50 colors in a tiny little canvas here. But yeah, it was just it was, I think this, I don't know if this was an AI image or not. I don't normally do AI images, but this was in one of the advent calendar boxes, so I had no choice but to, but I still finished it, got it done. It was cute. We had a lot of color blocking in the background. It was a lot of fairy dust, if I remember correctly. Let me look. Yeah, that was all fairy dust in the background. And the tree itself is cute. We got like cute little ornaments, but 50 colors was a lot. And I remember I kind of worked out of the baggies itself. And I think that kind of killed me a little bit. But I told myself I can do it because it's just such a small little canvas and everything. But yeah, 50 colors definitely took a lot out of me. But yeah, I was glad that this was done, and I put this away. I don't want to really have it really put in a portfolio, but I have it in its little plastic sleeve for now. Okay, we'll get through to the next one. All right, so now we have this gorgeous painting here, and I got a cup of coffee here because it's on the colder end, so I will probably be taking coffee breaks. But yeah, you can see I have some coffee right here on the side. But I will try to also have the canvases zoomed out so you can see the whole picture. And if you can't, I'll either put a picture in here so you can see the entire image, or I'll try and put it on the floor like I did last month for one of my canvases, so that way you guys can see the entire picture as best as I can. But the next one that we have here is Queen of the Snow Fairies by Erica de Goober. This one and that one, the previous one was both from Diamond Art Club, by the way. I started this on December 7th, 2024, and finished this January 13th, 2025. This had 33 colors, 2 ABs, 1 fairy dust, and it is a round diamond painting, 60.8 by 42.6 centimeters, or 24 by 17 inches. I also added, besides with the fairy dust and the ABs, I also added crystals right here for the snowflake, because you couldn't really see it with the fairy dust, because the fairy dust is all in these wings right here. All the white that you see is all fairy dust, and you couldn't really see the snowflake very well when you got to here with some of this pale pink surrounding it. So I wanted to have it pop a little bit more. So we got these crystals that was also from my advent calendar. So I thought that would help give it a little bit extra touch. I really did like this one. It's purple, of course, and it's a fairy. So double, of course. But yeah, I like this a lot. I love how the wings are kind of translucent enough so you can, so you can see that it's dark purple hair here, and then it kind of translates to like a lighter purple because of the fairy wings is covering it. But it looks so gorgeous, guys. I love this one a lot. I wish I blinged this up a lot more than I just did with the snowflake, because it is just such a pretty canvas, and I really wish I could have done things with like the background back here for both sides. So yeah, I love this one so much. But yeah, we'll go to the next one. So the next one that we have here is something that I made for my daughter for her birthday. And I asked her if she could pretty please take this off the wall and bring it downstairs so that way I could show you guys one more time. She was very nice and let me do that, so yay. But this one here is called Boba Kitty. And I can't pronounce her last name, but it is Jessica Maltese. This is from Munimade. I started this on January 15th, and I finished this on January 23rd. This had 20 colors. 5 of those are fairy dust and 4 ABs. It was a round diamond painting, and it was 35 by 35 centimeters, or 13.8 by 13.8 inches. So this one had a lot of color blocking. So we had a bunch of color blocking. I tried to be as neat as possible since this was going to be a gift for my oldest. But I liked a lot of the fairy dust we had. It's kind of hard to show where some of the fairy dust is, and I don't remember entirely every area that had fairy dust, but I think it was the white that was fairy dust here. Of course, you can see some of the ABs here around the cup, and then like the stars, and also inside of the hearts are ABs. But yeah, I'm having a hard time. We have like some purple ABs, but the outline of the Boba Kitty that's in purple, that is fairy dust, or whatever, pixie dust, or whatever it is, the substitute from fairy dust. But yeah, we have a lot of color blocking, so this went by pretty fast. So yeah, I'm going to put this back up onto the wall so that way she's not like, I need my diamond painting back. But she really loved this one a lot, and I am glad that I was able to do this quickly before her birthday, since her birthday was 3 days after I finished, so had to grab a frame and get that fixed up real fast for her. But yeah, this one, Boba Kitty, is adorable, and it's like was my first ever Munimade that I actually worked on. Even though I have a few Munimades, it was the first one I finally worked on as well. But yeah, let me get this back up, and we'll get to the next one, which is why I'm like, is this a finish, or should I put this in the, not really a finish, it's just a completed project pile. So, here's our first one of the day that I am questioning it. It got a little damaged, just a little bit, from how I stored it, so I gotta fix it just a little bit. But this is actually like a sticker instead of a canvas. But this one here is called Galaxy Ice Cream by Sarah Bauman. This is from Diamond Delights. I started this on February 7th and finished this on February 7th. It has 17 colors, 4 fairy shimmer, and it's square, 16.5 by 15.2 centimeters, or 6.5 by 6 inches. So yeah, as you can see, it is a sticker, so you can peel this off, and I was going to put this like in my sticker sheet that I have, but then I decided against it because it's a little too big for it. So I don't know if it counts as a finish or not. I feel like it does, but part of me also says I probably shouldn't, but I have it count as part of my finishes here. So right now for this year, it's a finish. I think next year I probably won't put it like that. Yeah, this one, it had a little bit of gapping issues, but I corrected it for the most part. I think there was a little bit of trash in here, but not too much trash. But it was a cute little fun project to work on. I think it was either this one or a different one where I did a time-lapse video of. But I don't know if I posted that or not. But yeah, this one is like definitely the first of my questioning ones. But I did like all the special fairy shimmers that were located in here. They were like some of the teals that we have. Of course, all the whites that were in here is the fairy shimmer. Some of the pinks, let's see, I think right here, the inside of the hearts were the pink fairy shimmer. And then let's see what else. Like, so we have that green, then this blue, but I don't see that blue anywhere else. And then some of that pink. So, but overall, it was pretty, and we had a little bit of the purple. So trying to find where the purple it was. Like, I think it was this line right here. So yeah, I like this one a lot, and it was fast. And I really love Diamond Delight's projects because they're just so quick to work on. She does have full-size canvases as well, but I really love her little small projects that she has. So let me put this up and we will get to the next one. Okay. So next up, I realized that I may have, I forgotten to mention to you guys that I will put all the mystery diamond kits that I have done this previous year in chronological order with the rest of the canvases, instead of like what I do with the monthly reviews where I put them for last. Also, I forgot to mention that I will only be showing diamond paintings. I won't be showing any of the other finished projects that I have done for the year. It's just, this is just solely focusing on the diamond paintings. But if you guys do not want to know what the mystery kits look like, I'll give you guys a little warning before I flip over the canvas, so that way you have a chance to put the phone down. I will try my best not to explain too much detail, but I can't like make too many promises, especially when I'm explaining like where the fairy dust or ABs or whatever specials the thing has. So with that being said, this one here, let me turn this over. So right here we have is the Crafter's Den Winter Mystery number 4. This is from Toshia Son, and this is from Jaded Gem Shop. I started this January 24th and finished this February 25th. This has 57 colors. 3 of those are crystals, 3 of those are glimmer, and 2 of those are metallic. It is a square diamond painting, and it's 45 by 60 centimeters or 18 by 24 inches. So yeah, so here we go. Let's see. This one did not have as much color blocking as you think it did, if I remember correctly. There's just subtle shading here in the background, but this is a gorgeous kit. If I remember, I will post the entire image right here for you guys to see, as I'm sliding this all the way up so you can see everything. I love this. This is like, this isn't my favorite diamond painting, but it is definitely up there. So, but yeah, I love the metallics here along this belt would be the best thing I can say. And then if we go up here, we have metallics around here surrounding the image of her sleeve. Sorry. And then we also have like crystals right here, and then all along here with the metallics, and then a little bit of crystals inside the middle of this piece. Let's see, I don't remember where all the glimmer drills are located, but I'm pretty sure like some of it's like the wintry scene, because it is a winter scene, is right here, if I can see correctly, because I do see them in spots in the background of that same color. But I love this a lot. It is gorgeous. I love her. And like, they did a good job. Jay did such a good job with the rendering of her face. Just perfection. I love everything about this. And it looks so good, and it was so fun to work on too. I really enjoyed this. But yeah, I'm going to roll this up and we'll get to the next one. Okay, we're starting off with another one that I enjoyed working on. This one here is Totem Phoenix by Violet. This is from Oraloa. I started this on January 15th and finished this on February 28th. It has 53 colors. 4 of those are ABs, and then I added a glitter, an AB, and 3 pixie dust drills to it as well. This is a square diamond painting, 50 by 70 centimeters, or 19.69 by 27.56 inches. Oh my goodness. Anyway, so again, I will take a picture so you guys can see the entire picture here. If I remember, it will be posted right here for you guys. But This one I started for the Lunar New Year DP 25, hosted by Alyssa over at Mink Arts and Crafts. And I really like this one a lot. I wish I had, well, I have one more Vionet that's Asian themed, but I don't want to work on it this year just yet. Like working on older kits right now. But yeah, I added a couple of glitter drills here, which is like along her sleeve. And then I kind of changed out some glimmer, or not glimmer, but pixie dust drills here along the feathers of the phoenix. And I kind of put some ABs in her dress as well. I kind of like what I do with like most of the Vionets that I have. I always like to make the markings kind of pop out more, and the ABs they had, they didn't have the markings kind of charted in. This also had like a mixture of drills. So her hair has those pointy drills. So when I'm running my hand over it, you can feel all the pointy drills in her hair. But then like, and then you kind of feel it in parts of the background. But then when you run your hand over here, it's all smooth instead. So it's kind of a weird texture feeling. I like pointy drills, but I don't like it when it's mixed up like that. So so it's just a weird feeling of smooth and then pointy. But yeah, I really like how her face went. I also put some glimmer drills in her face and then some black ABs into her eyelashes as well to kind of just help it pop a little bit more, give it a little bit more contrast. We do have ABs in the lanterns up here, but I couldn't really figure out what to do because there was a lot of confetti more in the background compared to the image here itself. Like, so right here with the girl in the phoenix, it wasn't as much confetti, but there was areas where I was kind of changing a lot of the same colors. Like there was like 3 shadings right here, but in the background it's a lot. You can kind of see like a lot of color changes all throughout here. So definitely have some computer rendering in here. So, but yeah, this one was fun to do. So I will put this up and get to the next. We have this next little cutie up here. So this one here was Garden Magic by Flossy Fox Shop. This is from Jaded Gem Shop. I started this on March 2nd. And I finished it on March 8th, so only 6 days to work on, not too bad. This had 24 colors, and 6 of those were glimmer. This was a square diamond painting, 29.5 by 31.75 centimeters, or 11.8 by 12.7 inches. So this one was for 2 events that I was working on, the hashtag Jaded Gymboree, and also the Stoke Your Dragonfire 25. This one had a lot of color blocking in the background, as you can see here. I love the dragons. They're so cute. They're such an adorable little piece to work on. It was so quick and easy to do. Like these, a lot of these Flossy Fox Shop diamond paintings are so fast to do. If I really sit down and work on it, I could probably finish in 3 days for some of them. In fact, I think one of them I did finish in 2 days. 2 or 3 days. We'll probably be seeing that one coming up in later on down the road. But yeah, I enjoyed this a lot. I like all the little details that we have here. We have the big dragon, of course, and the little dragons all over the place. We have like bird houses. We have a witch right here. We have a bird bath with a bird, flowers and trees, like all sorts of little tiny details, which was just a lot of fun to work on, of course. So, oh, and we have also like a little garden right here as well. So yeah, this was such a cute little project to work on, and I will actually bring over the next one just to keep it going since they're both so small. It's just easier to do this. So the next one we have here is Huggable by Randall Spangler. I started this on March 8th. So right after this one, I started this one. So March 8th, and I finished this on March 10th. So only 2 days. This one was 44 colors with 2 ABs. This one was a round diamond painting. It's from Diamond Art Club as well, sorry. And it's 32.8 by 32.8 centimeters or 13.1 by 13.1 inches. So I also did this for the Stoke Your Dragonfire as well. I just wanted to have another one, so I figured, like, because the year prior I did a Randall Spangler, I was like, why not just continue another small little Randall Spangler one? And look how cute he is. This was just so much fun to work on as well, like, since it was around, quick and easy to do. So was able to get this done pretty fast. I think I worked this one out of bags as well. I can't remember entirely. But yeah, we have a couple of the ABs kind of located here around the scales, if I remember correctly. I don't think there was no fairy dust. Let me look over here on my notes. No, just the ABs. So yeah, there was like a couple here around the tea bag and also the little teacup that we have. I don't remember if I added any drills, but I remember, like, I think I ran out of the color and I was kind of scrambling to find something. But yeah, it was nice and quick, easy 2 projects to work one after the other. So I'm going to put these up, I'm going to have a coffee break, and I'll get started with the next one. Now that I'm back from my little break here, we have up next is Catch Me by Mrs. Butter D. I started this on March 6th, and I finished this on March 22nd. This one was a 50, this one was from Diamond Art Club. This is 50 colors. It has 1 AB and 4 fairy dusts. This one was a round diamond painting. It was 55.8 by 70.6 centimeters, or 22 by 28 inches. So I didn't do this for any events at all. This one was actually because of Natalie over at Diet Coke and Diamonds. We were all kind of encouraging her to finish her own Catch Me in because she hated all the color blocking. And I get it. There was a lot. And I mean, a lot of color blocking in the background. My placement was not as perfect as it could have been, but that is okay. I still had fun on parts of this as well, especially when I was like working here on with the clog machine. It was a lot of fun. I will put the entire photo of the entire images up here for you as well, so you can see. But anyway, so yeah, this was made we all kind of said, we're going to work on this together to help you encourage for you to finish your own Catch Me. But she tricked us. She actually did finish Catch Me. Or do we know if she finished it? Well, anyway. But this one was fun to do, and I was glad I got to work on something nice and fast and easy to work on, because I think I flew on this one quite a bit. I was kind of working between a couple of diamond paintings, so even though it did take a while, I was going really like just diamond painting as fast as I could. I think this was like the fastest I diamond painted for a huge canvas entirely, well, until you see in December. But anyway, I had a lot of fun with this one, and it was there wasn't like too many places that I could think about blinging it up a little bit extra. There was just a little bit of ABs here, especially if you go look up here at the top of the claw machine. We have a little bit of ABs right here for the Catch Me, and then a little bit up here in her hair. But most of her glimmer drills, I had not glimmer, but the fairy dust drills, I kind of giggled because some of it was on her butt. So I was like, okay, her butt's sparkly. And then of course we have some like for the stars here as well, for the Pokeball that we got here, and then like the kitty as well down all the way here. I think the kitty's like one of my favorite things. But yeah, we're gonna put this up and we'll get to the next one. So the next one was when I started trying to work on some of my older canvases, this is one of them. But this one here is called Sweet Purple by Chibi Mika Art. I started this on March 10th, and I finished this on March 26th. It's from Diamond Art Club. It has 37 colors. 2 of those are ABs. It is a round diamond painting. 42 by 49 centimeters, or 16.5 by 19.3 inches. And this one was, like I said, something I started working on to try and finish some of my older kits. And this is like one of the first purchases I made over at Diamond Art Club. And then I never really worked on her, even though she's purple, she's an elf. And I really liked working on her when I did. There was a lot of color blocking in this one as well. I love the heart that she has on her cheek here. And of course, since it is an older canvas. The rendering's just a little bit different, like with how the skin changes and everything. So it's not as clean as I would like it, but it still looks gorgeous. So with the ABs, we have in her shirt here, usually most of the time with the older ones, the ABs are always like the white ones. So we have the, so all the white ABs are right here. And then we have some with around her hair, and then like for some reason, just in this one loop. But yeah, this one was cute to work on, and it was fun because it was purple, and I could have counted more like for Valentine's Day with all the little hearts and love and stuff like that. But I still was glad to be able to work on this one. It was just an adorable little diamond painting. So for this one, decided to take another little breather and sit down and bring the camera a little bit closer for you. But this one's a paint gem set that I finished, and it took almost a year. But anyway, this one here is Paint Gem Rainbow Edition. Let me pull out everything here so you guys can see. And I started this back on June 10th, 2024. And I finished this March 26th, 2025. And this has 44 colors. And they are all square. There's no special drills or anything. And it was a 10 by 15 centimeter or 4 by 6 inches. And there's 16 of these images here. So I will go through some of them right now. The reason why this kind of took so long was I actually started working on this like the day before I was getting one of my lobes of my lung removed, and I was like, oh, I can work at this like after my surgery, it'll be fine. It's a tiny diamond paintings. So yeah, we have an eye right here. So they're all rainbows. And then I kind of just stopped diamond painting for several months after my surgery, and then I kind of put this away and I focused on like a diamond painting called Fairy Tea Party, and I finished that one, and I started going back to like some of my older canvases. I'm like, oh, I forgot about this, and I decided to finally complete it like as I was working on Catch Me and Sweet Purple. I was working in between there. So we have a princess here. Then we have a fairy on a moon right here. So yeah, I decided to finish these quickly as I could. But yeah, 44 colors, and they come in their own little individual baggies. But this was staticky. So we have that rainbow with hearts and ice cream. Then we have a cute little dragon here. And the next up we have is a rainbow heart that says love. I haven't really put these in like the containers that I have for my mini dazzles. They're a little bit too big. But I'm thinking about cutting them when I can. So let me grab some more over here so you can see. Like so, and we'll go through them as well. So next up we have is these really cool flowers. I thought that was kind of interesting with all the different flowers. Oh, and that one's popping out, so let's just, there we go, put it back in. So yeah, we have all of that. And then next up was a mermaid. I think this was one of the earlier ones that I worked on. And then we have a envelope with heart balloons. And this one I was just like, oh my gosh, it's a rabbit popping out of the hat with a crown and heart, holding a heart. It's just like so funny how some of these were made. And then like this one is a castle on, it looks like flowers and clouds. And then over here, speaking of something being on clouds, we have a whale in the clouds with balloons holding it up. I don't know how that's possible, but you know what? Anything's possible. Let's grab the last four. So yeah, there were 16 images. So you're going to see like two of them are kind of similar. So first one here we have is this rainbow, well not rainbow, this unicorn right here with some of the flowers underneath it. And then I know these were like some of the earlier ones that I worked on too. We have a shooting star with rainbows coming out of it. This one was a lot of fun. I remember that. And then this one is just a normal little rainbow. And then the last one that we have is the other unicorn, but it's a bit more colorful and it has magic going through it. So yeah, that one was a lot of fun to work on. But yeah, I'm glad I sat down to just take a small little break. I don't know how everyone does this, because like I never done so many diamond paintings compared to previous years. So it's like, how does everyone stand through all of this? I have to take a lot of breaks, guys. But anyway, we'll get to let me see. You know, actually I can pull out the next one right here since I'm still sitting down for you guys actually. So next up, we have Galaxy Tea by Sarah Bauman, and this is from Diamond Delights. Again, I'm trying to figure out if this counts as a finish or not. This one is not a sticker, so let me finish anyway. This is was on April 4th, and I finished this on April 4th. There's 12 colors, 3 fairy shimmer or fairy sparkle. It is a square diamond painting, 17.8 by 14.7 centimeters or 7.8 by 5.8 inches. So this is why I'm questioning if it counts as a finish or not, because I do count this as a finish, same as I count this as a finish, and they're pretty much the same size. Just one's a sticker and then the other one is a canvas. So, and it was like all rolled up and with like how other canvases were. So it was kind of questionable like how I figured this out. And there's some of these diamond paintings that the way I had it rolled, the drills are popping out just a little bit. There we go, fix that. But yeah, I had fun working on this. I think this might be the one that I did a time lapse on. I don't remember. I just remember I worked on one of them as a time lapse, and some of these drills are starting to pop out. That's not good. I need to go get a pin and rolling pin and kind of roll over it, I guess, or something. Like these were kind of crushed, so because they were the tinier ones, so they were kind of squished up. I had to really flatten these out when I pulled them out. So, but yeah, we had 3 fairy sparkle. Yeah, I wanted to make sure I said that correctly. And the fairy sparkle is the purple, the outline of the teacup. And then also the inside we have is the blue. This blue is fairy sparkle, and then the green is fairy sparkle as well. Let me see, making sure. Yes, okay. No, I was wrong. It's just the blue, the purple, and the white. I was wrong. Correct me. But yeah, this one was quick and easy to do. Like I said, it was just a day project. I had just like, I did it one color at a time since there's only 12 colors. I don't remember how much, how I worked this. I think I worked on this with a multi-placer. I don't think I put any tweezers or anything like that through here, but yeah, it's cute, it's adorable. And like I said, I love working on her smaller canvases because they're just so much fun to work on. Like having a little tiny project to work on in between of the bigger ones is just, it's kind of nice to do, especially when I was like working on a lot of bigger ones and as well. So, but I'm going to put these up and we will get to part of my favorite diamond paintings. All right, here we go. Part of my favorite moment of the month is ready to go. I'm so excited because it's just like memory lane. So the first one we have here is Mystic Candle by Chrisabug. This is from Diamond Art Club. I started this on April 1st and I finished this April 16th. It has 72 colors. 2 of those are AB. We have 1 iridescent and 3 fairy dusts, and then I added an AB and 5 pixie dust to this. It is a square diamond painting, 55.8 by 55.8 by 55.8 centimeters, or 22 by 22 inches. So I did this for the event that I host, which is the Chrisabug-along. So it was like hashtag Chrisabug-along 25 last year. And I had so much fun working on this. This is like almost my favorite. This was my favorite when I finished this, but I'm going to show you my next, like when it comes up, like you'll understand why I changed this from my favorite to my second favorite. So, but yeah, I changed out some things. Like I remember, like, because we had the crystal that was here, and I'll put the entire picture right here for you guys so you can see. But we have the crystal, which is right here on the candle. And then I kind of added like ABs around the little orbs here, and I put some pixie dust around her hands to kind of help with the glow effect of this handle and along with the flame. I did run out of a drill, and I remember being really upset about it, but not like upset at Diamond Club. I was just like wanting to get it done. So I counted it as a finish on the 16th, because if I had those drills, it would have been finished on the 16th. And it was just a small section. It was like right here, if I remember correctly. I took a picture, sent it to Diamond Art Club. One of my friends had the extra drills. She sent it to me. Diamond Art Club sent it. So I have drills now for that. So, but yeah, we have some more pixie dust, like kind of right here near her eyes. I kind of helped put that. The ones that was charted, the fairy dust was like right here. I think I added some pixie dust along with it because it was only one of it, and I wanted to get the eyeliner as well. And then we had like, I wanted all this jewelry and stuff that's like just hanging off, like to be a little bit more. So I added ABs and the pixie dust into the hair jewelry as well with this. But yeah, I love it so much, guys. And these drills, they're the pointy ones. So like the entire canvas is just that pointy feeling, and I love it so much. But so this was one of my finishes for the Chrysabug. I'll roll this up and I'll show you my next finish for the event. I don't know, I think I finished both of them in the same month, or no, I didn't. Looking over, I did not. But this one was one of my first finishes. So. Okay. I realized that I almost was going to go out of order. I was going to pull the next Chrysabug painting, but I realized, nope, we got to get through this one first. So this one that we have here is the Mini Dazzles Spring Set. I started this on April 17th, so right after I finished the other one, and finished it on the 21st. It comes in a set of 6. This has 16 fairy dust, so they're all entirely special drills, and I like this a lot. This one was a square. It was let's see, 10 by 10.2 by 15.2 centimeters, or 4 by 6 inches, and we have a Rigel that just came to visit us. I'm surprised he didn't visit us earlier, but now he's awake and he is all over the place. But anyway, let's go through the 6 that I have completed here. So we have a gardening tools right here. I like this. This was fun to work on. Like, it only took, 4 days. So we have some tulips right here. And then we have a little bee. So, Rigel, honey, then not now. And then let's see, what else do we have? We have a picnic basket right here. So yeah, these were just pretty quick and easy to work on. And then a watering can and a plane flying overhead apparently. And then also we have a birdhouse right here. So like I said, just quick and easy. There was only 16 colors to work on. I did work this one at a time. Some of my later ones, I started working at it one color at a time. So kind of working out of a bag almost, but this one I did not work out of a bag, to be honest. I just worked at it one at a time, which I do recommend for you to do. So I'm going to put this up and then we're going to pull the other Chrysabug. Okay. So now we have our next finish. Hopefully Rigel's not going to be an interruption. Are you kidding? So this one here we have is Keeper of the Keys by Chrysabug. I know you're purring so loudly over here. So I started this on April 18th and I finished this on May 15th. This one has 59 colors. There's no special drills. This one is a square and it's 60 by 65 centimeters. Or 24 by 26 inches. And if I didn't say, this is from Jaded Gem Shop. This one is a computer rendering. So I did not get this as a, if I remember correctly, was it, pixel charted, hybrid charted? But anyway, this one wasn't rendered, hand charted at all. So but it was still fun to do. I would have liked to put special drills in it, but since it was more of a computer rendering, I decided against it. So you can kind of see how it changes with some of the tones, like how there's a lot more confetti in it, but it's still a good image. It looks so excellent, and I really like a lot of her stuff. Oh my gosh. But look at her eyes. It looks so well done. Like, the rendering was still completely awesome. So even though it is computer rendered, I do know that she does go in and does some slight touch-ups and stuff like that, so it's not completely computer rendered, but still, look how good she is. I love this. All of this is good. There's like stuff that I could see where I could, can you stop, cat? Anyway, like stuff like I could have really rendered like her ring, the keys, like I could have really blinged that up a lot. Even her earrings I could have done, or put some crystals in her eyes, but I still love this a lot. Hi, Rigel. Hi. And I'll put the entire image up right here for you guys, just in case with Rigel kind of interrupting things. It's okay, kitty. We still love you. But yeah, this one had a lot more confetti. There wasn't really much color blocking. There was a lot of different colors in her hair, in the background. So many different reds and stuff. I mean, like, there was 59 colors for a canvas of this size. But yeah, I worked on this for a little bit with the Crisp Bug and put it away and worked on other things and finished it up just in time for May, and I was pretty pleased with that because I had started a few others, which you will see pretty soon. Like, one of my favorites is coming up. It's not yet the next one, but it's almost here. So yeah, I'll roll this up and we'll get to the next. All right. So next up, even though we have a very naughty kitty here who wants to eat all the diamond paintings while I'm trying to put things up, next up we have here is Purple Crystal by Sarah Ballman. This is from Diamond Delights again. I started this on May 29th and I finished this on May 29th. This has 9 colors. 2 of them are Fairy Shimmer, and then 2 of them are quartz, which is their crystals. This is a square diamond painting, or square stand, sorry, and it's 13.9 by 13.2 centimeters, or 5.5 by 5.2 inches. So this one was a stand, and it was a stand, so that way it stands up right here, and it's been putting this around. Can you please not play with my logbook, sir? He is being extra today. So, sir, no, you do not chew diamond paintings. No, ma'am. No, sir. No. Here, you gotta go over here, sweetie. There you go. Sorry about that. So, yeah, we have, like, see, we had crystals. So if I move this up, you can see some of these little crystals. This one I misplaced because it's like the silver is on the front instead of the back. But that's, you know what? That's something extra. That's fine. That's fine. But this is cute. I do have the rainbow version of this one, and I will work on that eventually. Sorry about me chastising my cat. I hope you guys are okay with that. He's just being a little extra. But yeah, I'm gonna put this back on his stand and away from little paws, so that way he won't be knocking this over. He actually knocked this over a few days ago, and I had to look for the bottom piece of this stand, which was frustrating, but I was able to find it eventually. But I decided to keep it off since I was going to show you guys this during my year in review. So yeah, I'm going to put this away and we'll get the next one. Okay, so this one is what I was talking about when I said I had it done in 2 days, and it's technically 3, but only because it was like past midnight, so I had to count it as the next day. But it was 2 days. Anyway, so this one here was Summertime Magic by Flossie Fox Shop. I got this from Jaded Gem Shop. I started this on May 29th and finished on June 1st. This has 18 colors. 4 of those are glimmer and 1 crystal. It is a square diamond painting, and it was 30 by 32 centimeters, or 12 by 12.8 inches. So this was when I went to the Crafters Paradise Retreat. So I was able to just diamond paint my little heart out. And I did. But this was so much fun. You can see the crystal is all in the background, and there's just so much color blocking, and it looks so good, guys. I love this so much. It was so much fun. I have a lot of fond memories of working on this with my friends, like around me, chatting. It was the best time ever. The glimmer drills, there are, let's see, we have some of the yellow, which is in the mermaid's tail. The yellow is also in the sea dragon fins. And then also part of the moon here in some of the fishies. And then we have, of course, some white glimmer, I think. Yeah, got some like white glimmer here. And then in the whale, I always feel like, is the whale swimming in the air because there's clouds, or is it going in the ocean? I'm always confused, but we have a couple of that, and I love how she had the waves added in and everything like that. And Rigel's back. Oh no, he's back. So I'm going to continue on from the next one that I worked at the retreat. So let me pull that over since it is another little teeny tiny thing. So this one here is called Candy Cat by Debbie Cat from Diamond Art Club. I started this on June 1st and I finished it on June 1st. It has 13 colors, 2 ABs, 2 fairy dust. It is a round diamond painting. It is 22 by 22.8 by 22.8 centimeters, or 9.1 by 9.1 inches. So it is another little cutie. Look at that. So this one was like from the Amazon storefront, and someone posted about this like right before the retreat began, and I was just like, I gotta take this with me. And I wasn't the only one who worked on this at the retreat as well. I think Alyssa and Tiffany and maybe someone else. I know there's got to be another person who also worked on Candy Cat. Tiffany over at Diamonds at Tiffany, like her secret, goodness, what was it? It's like Tropic Twin, which is like a secret Santa thing, like gave her like special drills like from one of the gifts, and she was using them to kind of add into the cat's paws and stuff like that. It was so cute. I was like, oh my goodness. But there is like a lot of color blocking, which is why I was able to finish it so fast. And we have like some of the ABs, which is in the cat's mouth, and stars here, a little bit right here. And then it looks like, let me double check to make sure that I am correct. The cat's body is fairy dust as well. And I think, what else was the fairy dust? Was it the purple? I think it was the purple. I could be wrong. Let me make sure. No, it was the pink. So we have this light pink as fairy dust as well. So we got spots here and here, and inside the little paws and its little toe beans. But yeah, this was cute. And again, fond memories working on it with my friends and everything like that. So I'm going to put this up, and I have some smaller ones to work on as well, not work on, to show you as well. And I'll be right back. All right, so these were not counted as finishes. This one, the next one will be, which is why I say like my kind of logbook is a little messed up. I know better now for this coming year what to do and everything. But this one was not counted as finished, but it is called Pastel Potions by Elvira over at Diamond Delights. I started this on June 5th and finished it on June 5th. It has 17 colors, and it is a square stickers. So these are all stickers, and they were easy to do and to work on. So it's just like little tiny ones, as you can see here, to work on, and it was quite easy to kind of get done. I didn't take them off and put them in my sticker book. I've been kind of debating if I want to do that or just leave them here, or what to really do, because I have a couple others that are like that, and I just decided to leave it like this until I can decide. But so that's one of the things that I have done. But then the next one, I did count it as a finish, which is why it's like I don't feel like my system was correct. I gotta hang on it now. But so this one was a finish, and this one was Pastel Night Sky by Sarah Bauman. This was also from Diamond Delights. I started this on June 6th and finished it on June 6th. It has 10 colors, and 2 of those are Fairy Shimmer, and then we have 1 AB. It is a square, and it's 12.2 by 12.2 centimeters, or 4.8 by 4.8 inches. So I was able to do this so right after my retreat, I had to go to my in-laws invited my family and I to spend some time to vacation over with them down in Florida. So we decided to take them up on that offer, and it was like kind of tied around the same time as the retreat. So the plan was I finish my retreat, come home, and then immediately turn around and go down to do the vacation. Part of me is glad that I did that to spend time with my in-laws and see my kids have fun. But another part of me really wishes I didn't, because I was just so tired and I was exhausted from traveling already, and then I had to do more traveling on top of that. Part of me just wishes I stayed home and just let the kids and hubby just go instead, and I just recoup from my other vacation. But this was fun to do. It was a nice little tiny diamond paintings, because I didn't really want to take a lot with me when I got to my in-laws' place. They have I think a timeshare over there, but this was fun to do. So we have little tiny ABs in the middle of the stars here, and then the fairy shimmer is surrounding the yellow shimmer here around the moon and the stars, and then we have the purple shimmer here. And I think the reason why I counted this as a finish, I don't know if I was just tired or whatnot, is part of my brain was well, it has specials, so it's a finish. But if that's the case, then why don't I count the mini dazzles? But yeah, I think I was just at that point, I was just kind of tired, and I was just yeah, it counts. So that was the two things. And this one, I don't know when and where I did this. I know I got this from the swag bag at the retreat I was at, and it says hello summer, but I don't remember when I did this because I did not put this down at my logbook. Can't tell you the dimensions or anything like that. And one of the drills has slide over, so we'll just fix that real quick. There we go. But it was another little fast one. I know this probably was done in a day or two, and I don't normally do these because it's all single placing, but it was something different to do. I just really wish I could remember when I did this. So since I don't remember, I decided to just kind of lump it in with all the other smaller ones here to make it easier on myself, so that way I wouldn't be struggling. But with that being said, I'm going to put this up and we're going to show you my favorite diamond painting of all time. All right, guys, here we are, my favorite diamond painting of the year. This is the number one favorite. So this is Manny, God of the Moon by Chrisabug. I started this back in May 16th and I finished this on June 11th. It has 55 colors, 3 fairy dust, 1 AB, and 1 frosted drill. It's square, 55.8 by 78.7 centimeters, or 22 by 31 inches. And guys, he's gorgeous. I really wish I had more. This one. Okay. This one, I have seriously been tempted to buy again and bling it out. This has been one of the ones where I'm I may buy this again for next year and just bling it out and figure it out, because I had so much fun working on this. This was a dream to work on with the drills. They have all been perfectly placed in. I did not have any trouble with gapping. There was a lot of color blocking, just the perfect amount of color blocking and confetti and blending all together. This is also one of the first frosted drills that I when they started coming out with frosted drills. So the frosted drills is this little halo effect that's around him, and I just love how it looks like frosted glass. And oh my gosh, everything about him is just so wonderfully done, and I just love working on him so much. It's so hard to just I'm just gushing over it. But I will put the full image if I haven't said that already. I hope I did. But yeah, I'm just like looking at how everything was done. And it's like they did everything like it's so detailed and everything. It was just so. Can you stop? Stop. You're Rigel's attacking my pants. Like I said, he's being extra right now. I don't know what is going on with him. So we have fairy dust, which is in his hair. So all of his hair, like the white spots in his hair, has some fairy dust. And then let's see, we have some fairy dust that's kind of like the light blues that's in here in the background. And then, I don't know, was there any, yeah, there was like a little bit of ABs kind of spread a little bit here and there, some right here, and over here, like in, oh my goodness, everything looks so good. Like, I love the belt buckle. I think that that's one of the things that I have to do is like right here with all the leather straps and stuff to definitely bling that out next time. I may just buy this again, guys. I may just do this, but I'm going to put this up and pull out the next one. It is a mystery. I'm going to warn you guys that now. I'll have it flipped over so that it's not showing. But the artist, I mean, this was the year of Chrysabug. I did a lot of Chrysabugs this year. So yeah, I'm going to put this up and I'll be right back. Okay, so we're now to another mystery kit. So if you guys don't want to watch this, please, look away. Hopefully, I don't know if I'm how good I am about putting in time cards, but I will start trying to do that. If not, I do apologize. But I am going to flip this over now. So let me do that. So as you can see here, this is the Crafter's Den Spring Mystery number 5, and it is from Chrysabug. So like I said, it's the year of Chrysabug. I started this on May 18th, and I finished this June 19th. It has 49 colors. 6 of those are Lumos, 1 crystal, 1 metallic, square, and it's 50 by 67.5 centimeters, or 20 by 27 inches. Yeah, guys, look at this. And this is the first time I worked with Lumos. So you see that most of the Lumos is here in the pattern. It was kind of interesting to work on. So the pattern was has part of it Lumos drills, so it does glow in the dark. Sorry, words are getting hard now. So we have so the Lumos is kind of like a cross between the frosted drills that Diamond Art Club has and the glow in the dark. So they have like this matte finish almost, and it's almost translucent in a way, but it looks really good. So it's kind of cool, like with the how the pattern is. It was a lot of line blocking for sure. But then we have these yellow Lumos here, which is so nice as well to help out. And then, oh my goodness. So I love the metallic drills right here. I'm trying not to give too many details in case people who don't want to see this is hearing what I'm saying. But I think the best part was over here with the Lumos drills. Was how they really changed the effect here, kind of like with the translucence between the hair colors, between here and here. I love that. I love that a lot. And then of course we have more metallic drills here and here. And then along this trim right here, I'm really trying not to put too many details. And what it's being held over here, oh my goodness, it truly is a great spring diamond painting. It does scream spring with everything that's in here. So I mean, like, Jade knocks it out of the park every time whenever she picks out a mystery kit. So I really enjoyed it, and I was just happy having another Chrysabug to work on. I was like, is this too many back to back? Because I was just like, dang, I'm working on a lot of Chrysabugs. But you know, maybe next year I'll work on like try and do a Chrysabug every month. Maybe that's insane. But anyway, put this up and we are getting the next one, which is a doozy. It's huge. I don't know if I'm going to put it on the floor. I'm kind of tired. So I'll just have the whole image posted, but I'll definitely show part of it and slide it up for you guys as well. But yeah, I'll be right back. Okay. So yeah, this one took a while to pull back out, but this one here is Seasons Winter 1896 by Alphonse Mucha. I started this in May 21st and finished May 21st of 2024. So I started this last year. the year prior, and then finished this in July 27th, 2025. This has 32 colors. It has 2 ABs. This is also from Diamond Art Club. It is round, 50.7 by 77 centimeters, or 20.3 by 38.8 inches. So I did this for Summer with the Masters. And I had to take a break because of like what I kind of explained before with the paint gym set. Just had to kind of take a big break that year. But I was able to pull this back out. And this thing I think just killed me with the pastels, the color blocking. It wasn't really a diamond painting I truly enjoyed working on. Plus it had the perforated covers. You all know how I feel about the perforated covers. But I know a lot of diamond painters will tell you if you're not enjoying working on a kit, please work on something else. And I 100% agree with them. The problem is my brain won't let me. So I completely understand if you guys are the same way, where it's like, it's right now, it's like how I do with my kids. It's do as I say, not as I do. Please, if you're not happy with working on a kit, please go and pick something else to do. Put this to the side and do something else. I don't know if I'm going to work on another Summer with the Masters this year. I'm kind of looking around to see something because I don't know if I can do another panel like this. I don't know if it was just the panel style, because I do like working on long panels, but it was just, I think it was just a combination of the colors, plus it kind of gave me, brought back bad feelings and vibes, and I just wasn't having it. So it was just like, and I think a lot of bad stuff was just kind of starting to happen right around that point, and I was just like done with the diamond painting in general. So but yeah, I will put the full image in, and this is when I think we started getting cat hair in our in my canvases, just around that time, because that's when we started getting the kitties. But yeah, we have a lot of the ABs. Is like right here. I don't know, like these flowery branches right here is where most of the ABs are located. There's not a lot of ABs on the person itself, which it's probably why it's just a lot of the same color tones and everything. Was probably one of the reasons why I just was not having much fun with this kit. But it's done, it's over, and it's out of here. No, in all seriousness, I am going to try and figure out how to frame this, because I did promise my mother-in-law that this was going to be hers. I just been trying to figure out how to frame things, but I haven't done that yet. But yeah, I'm going to roll this up and get the next one out, which brings a lot more happier feelings for me. Here we are with our next finish. This one here is called The Beekeeper by Raven Phelan. It's from Diamond Art Club. I started this on July 2nd and finished July 31st. It has 45 colors. 4 of those are AB. It's square, 51 by 71 centimeters, or 20 by 28 inches. So I did this for the Be Happy DP Long that was hosted by Natalie over at Diet Coke and Diamonds, and Tiffany over at Diamonds at Tiffany. And this was a fun project to do. Basically you had to do like anything that was a bee related kit or something that made you happy. And normally I just picked this because of the bees that were right here, the 3 bees that we have. But at the end of the event, I really enjoyed working on this. This was another kit that I had a lot of fun working on. It wasn't my favorite kit. You already saw my favorite. But this was definitely one of the kits that were up there that I had a lot of fun working on. Plus, my husband does not like this dragon and another little green dragon I have, and I just loved working on it. It was so cute. Some of the ABs we had was like around here on the scales, and then around the eyes here, and then of course like we had ABs on the wings of the bees on both sides, and this was actually a lot of fun. It was like symmetrical here, so I was kind of having fun like working on it in little spots and patches. And then of course like we had greens and purples, and I love that color combination so much, and it looked so good with all the purples. So you know I'm a big purple girl. I love purple. And then like if you look here at the top, it's like these little goodness, what are they called, like lavenders, flowers or something right here. Oh my god, as their antenna, as the dragon's antenna. It's so cute. But I did like this a lot, and I really did enjoy working on this. But I will put this up, and we will get to the next one, which I love too. Hint, it's purple. So here's our next one, and as you can see, we have it all purple. So this one here is Galaxy by Erica de Goober. I started this on August 1st and finished on August 13th. This is from Diamond Art Club. There's 35 colors and 3 ABs, plus one of the quad cubes that I put in as well. It is a square diamond painting, 42 by 53 centimeters, or 16.5 by 20.9 inches. So I went back to start trying to work on some of my older kits again, after I worked on a lot of the kits that I was kind of doing for events and things like that. So I'm trying to work on my older kits, and this was like some of my, I think it's like second and third oldest that I have. But yeah, we have I put in quad cubes over here and here. So it kind of feels funny when you run your hands over it because it sticks out a lot more compared to the rest. And it is definitely a smaller diamond painting compared to what some of the others that I have worked on. But it still was so fun. And I loved it because it was purple. You know me. But yeah, the rendering's definitely different. The shading is something, but it still looks gorgeous, guys. Like, I love all this, and I think if I had a little bit more time, some of the stuff that I would kind of bling up would be right here around her shoulders, especially her lips, maybe some pixie dust in her eyeshadow here. But we have mostly, of course, they do the white AB, so her earrings are all white, like right here around the freckles that she has, like the galaxy freckles are white here. And then we have a little bit of that all in the background. We have some pink ABs. Her bracelet is white. Let's see, they're all light colors. So some of it's kind of mixed in. So like some light purples right here and down here. But yeah, just a lot of the same colors. There's a lot of like confetti kind of up here at the top. And then like kind of in her dress too, just a little bit, but most of it was just mostly line blocking, and then of course color blocking with her skin tone here. So, but yeah, this was a fun little project to work on, and then we kind of switched gears a little bit on to the next one. So it's not like it's not purple at all. It's a completely different color palette actually, but I'll be right back. Okay, so next one we have here is Tropic Like It's Hot by Jadykins over at Jaded Gem Shop. This was started on August 14th and finished on August 23rd. This has 46 colors, and then I have the enhancement pack with it. So 2 of those are sparklers for square, 3 crystals, and 1 pixie dust. This is a square diamond painting, 40 by 50 centimeters or 16 by 20 inches. So this was the canvas that you can buy over at the Crafter's Paradise retreat. Basically, it's the theme of that year's retreat. So it was like Tropic Like It's Hot was all paradise, a lot of beachy themes and stuff like that. So basically, the sparklers for squares was like the orange right here that was surrounding the entire name. Let's see. Trying to remember where everything, I think it was like both colors probably, I don't remember. I did put like some stuff in her lips. I don't think it was charted in there, but we have some of it was like the pixie dust was in her oh, I remember. So so some of that pixie dust was like the red lettering here on the canvas here, and then we have the crystals. So one of the crystals was like all of this yellow background, and then if you look here, it was like two different crystals. We have we have the silvery one and then the gold one, and then there's like some of this, let's see, did I put any pixie dust? No, I didn't put any pixie dust in that. That's my own fault. I should have done that. But we have the other sparklers for squares up here in the leaves around, and then it looks like, I don't remember where the other crystal was, but I think it's just a mixture of 2 crystals, to be honest, of the yellow color. But this was fun. Oh, no, it's the blue. It's the blue back here. It's the blue background. So, but yeah, this was a lot of fun to work on. I was just, some of it was a little confusing, like with the blue, if I remember correctly. But I did work on this, and for my mother-in-law's, like, goodness, I think it was August event that she was doing. And I thought, and she could do like beach themes and stuff like that. Hey, I wanted to work on the retreat one, so I decided to pull it out and work it, and get all the specials drills that was already assigned to it and everything. It was a lot of fun to work on. And I really like the drink a lot. I like how all of this is sparkly and it just pops in your face. I know some other people have really like went to town on with blinging this up even more so, and I am jealous of that ability. I cannot ever do that. Like right here, I know someone put like pixie dust in here and everything, and then like they fixed up her swimsuit and all that, and like some parts in her hair. I'm like, oh my goodness, that looks so good. But yeah, I'm gonna put this up and we will go. I'm gonna be sitting down in the next one. Woohoo! My feet are already tired again. Okay. So here we are. So yeah, I'm sitting down. I really don't know how people are able to do this, because I saw one of my friends post a 2-hour video already. I'm like, holy cow, how are you able to stand up that long? I'm literally taking breaks, like putting stuff up. Like I have everything prepped, and I am like, at this point, I'm exhausted. But anyway, we shall persevere. So the next one we have up here is Mini Dazzles, Diamond Art Club's Mini Dazzles, Hello Summer. I started this in August 26th and finished this on August 27th. It is a square diamond painting, 10.2 by 15.2 centimeters or 4 by 6 inches, and it has 13 colors, and they're all fairy dust. So that's the thing I really like about Mini Dazzles, is how many, like the entire, all of it's just special drills, and most of them are fairy dust. So we have a set of 6 again here. So in this one, I think I started working color by color. I think I may have worked one by one. I'm not sure. Maybe I did work one by one. And then went color by color right at the end. But anyway, we got our watermelon here. And then we have some flip-flops. And this was just so much fun to work on. So many different colors to work on. I definitely worked out of baggies. So then we have some sunglasses here. And then we have ice cream or a popsicle. And then a nice little coconut drink. So we got that. And then we have our pool floaty. So at one point I had it like this way. I'm like, no, it's right here. That's the correct position. So these are all fun to do, and I just keep them in this little container because it's just nice and easy to kind of keep it all nice contained. I just kind of put the drills up in my little stash that I have, and I kind of just put them off for later. But since I'm sitting down, some of it might be a little bit out of order. The next one isn't out of order, but the one after that I will show you will be. But the first one here we have is Cat Pumpkinchino by Diamond Delights. It's from Nom Nom Kawaii. The artist is Nom Nom Kawaii Co. I started this on September 5th, and I finished this on September 5th. And it's so cute, and it's another sticker. This one I don't count as a finish, so basically the Mini Dazzles in these next 2 are not technically finishes, but they're still part of my diamond painting collection that I work on. But yeah, this one was a little cute. My placement was off, but I love the whipped cream on it. I wished I was able to work on more. I only worked on one more of these like little cat pumpkin sets that was all fall related. I'll probably work on the rest next autumn. We'll see. But it's another little sticker, like I said, and it's so adorable and cute. So it's like I could literally just peel that off and put it on somewhere. But yeah, I just love the face on this. It's so cute. And then the next one, so this one's a little bit out of order because I do have a diamond painting done before this, but figure it's just easier to kind of keep it all lumped together. But this one is Cat Pumpkin Cake Pop, not pot, by Nom Nom Kawaii Ko again from Diamond Delights. I finished this on September 20th. I started it and finished it on September 20th. I don't remember how many colors each of them had, but it wasn't very many. And they both were easy ones to do. I was kind of working on this one just because I noticed a friend working on it and I decided, hey, I should do another one, and so I did. But she did like 6 or 7 in a day. It was kind of crazy. But anyway, it was cute. It was adorable. And I love like how the cake pop, it's like pumpkin shape and also cat shape as well. The little bow is adorable. And I love the blush on the kitten's cheeks here. But those are the some of the small finishes that I have done. I do have 2 more mini dazzles that I will pull out later, but they're not in the order. I want to make sure most of this is in the correct order for you guys. So I'm going to put that up and I'll be right back. Up next we have is Magic Lessons by Marilyn Kazanave. I started this on September 1st and finished this on September 17th. This is from Diamond Art Club. This one has 45 colors, 2 ABs, 3 fairy dust, and 1 iridescent. It is a round diamond painting, 50 by 50 centimeters or 20 by 20 inches. So this is the start of for Drills and Chills that I started working on for this one, and I started trying to go through my old stash yet again. But this one was a lot of fun to work on. There was a little bit of like blending here and over here, so it's not pure color blocking, but I did work on this pretty quickly. It was also the start of my 100-day challenge that I started working on, so I was doing like a section a day, sometimes 2 sections. I think at one point I did like 3. But we have like, let's see, ABs are kind of like scattered everywhere. So a little bit on the cat's face. Some is on the candle. We have like crystals here inside the middle part of the flame of the candle. Like part of the jars have a little bit of ABs as well. And let's see, where are all the fairy dust located? It's been a while. It's on the cat's face here. The moon has fairy dust. So that's at least 2. Or is it like 2 of the similar colors? Nope. And then the last bit of fairy dust is all the way down here in the light green part of the leaves here. So this one was cute. I adored working on this. I really had a lot of fun. And with all the crystals, so it wasn't like my oldest one. It was like 2023. I now am going to focus on 2021 and 2022 kits instead. But this was still technically an older kit for me, so... But I had a lot of fun working on this, and I did, I think, 3 kits for Drills and Chills altogether. But yeah, I'm going to put this up, and we'll get to the next one. Next up on our finishes for Drills and Chills is Sweet Tooth by Micah Jelena. I started this on September 18th and finished this on October 11th. It's from Diamond Art Club as well. This has 33 colors. And one of them is glow in the dark, but I also added fairy dust and ABs to her eyes only. This is a round canvas, 56 by 76 centimeters or 22.4 by 30.4 inches. So I'll put up the entire picture right here for you guys to see. But this was also part of the 100-day challenge that I worked on. And this took a lot. I started at the bottom. I normally start at top, but I started at the bottom, and it was just so many. It was 33 colors, but it was just like so much confetti because of how colorful it was. And I love how colorful it was, but it was a lot. And it took a lot because I was constantly switching out the colors. But I do love the theme and the color scheme here. I adore a lot of this. So the glow in the dark drills is like this neon green that we have here, that so all of that's kind of glow in the dark. Her eyes are glow in the dark, parts of her hair is, her corset, you know, parts of her hair, but yeah, I wanted to kind of fix a little bit with her eyes, so I put fairy dust and ABs that I could do to around here around her eyes a little bit to kind of just help things out. I wish I had more to really work with the crown and then parts of her hair as well. But otherwise, this was still like a lot of fun to work, even though it did kind of broke me a little bit at times. But yeah, I still liked working on it. There was like parts of color blocking with the black background at least. And then her skin was color blocking as well. So that helped break it up, especially since I had to do like a lot of this kind of confetti down at the bottom. And then I had color blocking, confetti, essentially. So it helped break it up a little bit more, especially since I got to look forward to working on her eyes. But yeah, I'm gonna roll this up and we'll get to the next one. Okay. So next up we have here is our Mini Dazzles Halloween set of 6. I don't have the start date for this, unfortunately, but I did finish it on October 27th. There are 13 colors. They're all fairy dust except for the first one, which is an AB. It is a 10.2 by 15.2 centimeter canvas, or a 4x6 canvas. Thank you, Rigel. You can stay in my arms over here while I go through the thing. But yeah, let's go through all this. This was definitely one that I worked color by color for sure here. So the first one we have here is a spider. We got a little spider, and then this, I think it's like one of my favorites here, is the trick or treat cauldron that we have. There's the ABs that we have, which is the lettering here for trick or treat, and then like the little lollipop right here at the top. But yeah, everything else is just fairy dust. Then we have a little ghosty saying boo. And there's not all of it's not ABs, just a little bit on the sides right there for the lettering on that one. Next up we have is the moon with 2 little bats right here, and only the bat's eyes on this one has the fairy dust, and I am now seeing a lot more cat fur. And then, of course, we have our little pumpkin. And our pumpkin has a lot of the ABs right here. I like the pumpkin's little face. And then we have the gravestone, or the grave, that we have the last one. But yeah, that was like a cute little one to do. I definitely went by color with this one. I remember that one. It was just easier to do at that point. But yeah, I'm going to put this away and have to go standing for the next one. I'll see you then. I have spent so much time that the sun's starting to creep in a little bit over on this side, so I better move on a little bit faster than I have been. So this one is the last one for Drills and Chills that I worked on, and also part of the 100-day challenge. I still had a little bit more to go with one more canvas after this for the 100-day challenge, but this one here is called Bubble Bubble Chocolate Trouble by Randall Spangler. I started this on October 12th and finished this on November 7th. This has 49 colors, 2 ABs. It is a round canvas, 56 by 64 centimeters, or 22.4 by 25.6 inches. This is also from Diamond Art Club. So yeah, this one was a nice bit of a break after the colorful one with Sweet Tooth. It's an older canvas as well, and I started at the top this time around, so I was able to breeze through this. I think like the house is like one of my favorite parts of the entire canvas here, but the dragons are so cute. They're like stirring all the ingredients to make some hot chocolate, and I really want some hot chocolate now. But I still laugh about the fact that marshmallows is spelled wrong. It's supposed to be with an E, but you know, not a big deal, But the ABs are the white ABs that we have here on the marshmallows, the lettering, and then the smoke coming from or mist kind of coming from the the cooking pot. And then we have like some green ABs around here for the scales of the draglings and stuff like that. But yeah, this was cute. Basically, like I said, top part was easy to do, and then it kind of dragged on a little bit here because it was the same color scheme, especially down here. I was like starting to do 2, 3, 4, you know, because when you get closer to the end, you're like, I want to be done. I want to get to the next one. I am not a multi-whipper. I do have a lot of whips going on at the same time sometimes, but I don't like working on multiple whips. I like trying to keep it all in 1 or 2 at a time. But yeah, this one was cute and fun to do, and I was glad to get this one done. And then I will show you the next one. It's a little smaller one, so it's like a nice little change of pace and everything. So let me pull this out. Okay, so we got a cute little diamond painting for you guys. This one here is called Making Friends by Marilyn Casanave. So another Marilyn for you guys, another one of from the artist. This one is started on November 8th. And finished November 16th. It's from Diamond Art Club, the Amazon storefront to be precise. 37 colors, 4 ABs, and 1 fairy dust. Round, and it's 32.5 by 32.5 or 13 by 13 inches. So this one I finished the 100-day challenge with. I was like, yes, did it. Wait, did I? Or was that... no, I didn't finish the 100-day challenge with this. I finished it with a Christmas diamond painting. Sorry, I was wrong. So, yeah, this one had a lot of color blocking, but I love the little snail here. There was like, the ABs were on the mushroom, the scarf, the eyes of the kitty itself, and then some of the leaves that we have down here. So this is all cute and adorable, but it kind of just like, the green just kind of just dragged on. It was just a lot of the same color green. I wasn't fond of that, but it's, you know, that's normal for a lot of Marilyn Casanave's backgrounds. It's kind of like that, but overall it was cute and fast and easy to work on, so I enjoyed it a lot. But I'm going to put this up, and I think let's see, we have a smaller set to go through, so I'll be able to sit down again, guys. Yay! All right. So this is one of our last mini dazzles that we have that I completed during the year. This one is Diamond Art Club's Mini Dazzles Autumn. This one I finished on November 10th, and I started on November 10th and then finished on November 22nd. It has 16 colors, all which are fairy dust. Again, let's see, it's 10.2 by 15.2 centimeters or 4 by 6 inches. And I enjoyed working on this one. This one was a little bit muted for sure. I worked on it a color at a time like I did with the Halloween one. So one color at a time. But we have, here's our little jam jar that we have. That's very cute. And then we have our knitting set. I think like the mushroom and then the acorn was like one of my favorites. So let me get to those. Then we have our rain boots right here. The umbrella, I was a little disappointed by. I'll admit, because of how muted the colors was. I feel like umbrellas should have a lot more colors than just greens and yellows. But it was kind of like set for the whole tone for the rest of it. So, and then we have our little acorn here with the leaf. So this one helped with like some of the pops of color that we have. And then of course our little acorn. So that one was fun to do. And then our mushroom. I like working on mushrooms, so they're cute and adorable. But I enjoyed working on all of this. But yeah, I wished I worked on a bit more on mini dazzles. I wanted to kind of work on the winter set, but I didn't get to do that this year, unfortunately. And I wanted to work on the Christmas set and then the New Year's, but there's always the next year for that one. But I'm going to put this up, but before I do, I'm going to warn you that the next one that I'm pulling out is a mystery. So I just, I'll have it covered so you don't see it immediately when I go to the next canvas, but just letting you know, it's a mystery for the next one. All right. See you then. Okay, so our next mystery is right here for you guys. I am so excited. This was a cute one to work on, but I was really enjoying it. But anyway, I'll show you guys in just a moment. I will try to make sure to not spoil all the details. I know I did did that with the first one, and I tried my best with the second mystery. But yeah, we got the third one right here, so I'm going to turn it over for you guys. And here we go. So this one here is the Crafter's Den Summer Mystery. I don't know the artist just yet. I'm not the best at trying to figure out, and it wasn't announced just yet. I'm guessing it's another Tashaya-san. I could be wrong. But I started this on September 27th, and I finished this on November 26th. It has 37 colors, 5 glimmer, and 5 lumos. It is a square diamond painting, and it's 65 by 50 centimeters or 26 by 20 inches. So yeah, this one was fun to do. Let's see, where did I work on? Maybe like this way, or did I work at the top? I think I worked like by the rows up top, but this one was fun to do, especially once I started getting to the fairy wing right here. I'm like, is that a fairy wing? Is that what I think it is? Oh my god, is that a fairy wing? But the Lumos drills is all in the wings of both the fairy and also, oh man, I ruined it. I said it. Anyway, I'm sorry. So it's in the wings here, and then also all the wings over here with the insects. And the flowers are pretty as well. So we have a lot of glimmer in all of this patches of flowers that we have in the background with the dandelions and everything. I love this so much. I love how she looks. She looks so cute. I like the little hat thing she wears. I'm trying not to give away what she's wearing. Sorry. But, oh my goodness, and her outfit's just adorable, guys. I love everything about this. It's so cute. The sun's like definitely coming in at the top here. You guys can't really see it. The camera's not picking it up over here because it's cutting out part of it, but it's like really glimmering over here where the glimmer drills are. But yeah, I need to show you guys this. This is the funniest part of the entire canvas. I love this part. This part was just, it made me giggle when I started working on this side. I'm like, oh, it's a bumblebee butt. I started laughing so hard on that part. But yeah, this one I've had a lot of fun working with. It wasn't summer by the time I finished it, but I was still happy that I got this done. Don't have the autumn mystery yet, but that is okay. I probably will save it for next year instead, but I enjoy working on this, so I'm going to put this up and we're going to start getting to a Christmas kit. Maybe 2, I think. No, yeah, 2 Christmas kits, but they're going to be split up. So, but yeah, we'll have Christmas coming up. Up next we have here is Faces of Fairy 132 by Jasmine Beckett Griffith. It's from Diamond Art Club. I started this on November 17th and finished this on December 9th. This has 46 colors. 4 of those are ABs. It is a round canvas, 51 by 51 centimeters or 20 by 20 inches. So this one was for hashtag jingle drills. And I finished this on my 100-day challenge. So I gone through a lot. It was an accomplishment. But we have here is a dragling, like a little baby dragon sitting on her shoulder here. I don't know if she's feeding him cookies or what, but she has a glass of milk, and I just think it's so cute how the dragon is. It's adorable. We have, let's see. We have her wearing a Santa hat with a candy cane stuck up here. So some of the drills that we have, the ABs, is of course the white drills that we have. She kind of, I don't know if she's like a fairy or an angel because we have the feathers back here for her wings. But let me see. We have some not fairy dust, ABs in the candy cane up here, in her eyes, and then around her cheeks. And this is an older canvas, so the rendering's just a little bit, you know, with it, especially like the shading around her face right here. And I am still, I know that the artwork shows that she kind of has like little jagged fingers too, so I can't fault that they made it the same way as the artwork, but it's still kind of funny altogether. But I kind of was rushing right at the end because I just wanted to get this done and start working on my big canvas that you guys see in just a minute. But I like this a lot too. I liked a lot of my canvases, but you already saw who were my favorites. So, but yeah, this one was easy to do. And like I said, I was trying to just rush through it so I could get started on my other canvas to get that finished for the year. But yeah, I had a lot of fun working on it. It was quick. But yeah, I'm gonna put this in, and I gotta decide if I'm going to go put the next thing on the floor or just show you the entire picture instead at this point. But I'll be right back. All right, so I decided not to go and put her on the floor. She's just too big to handle, and I don't have any help today to help manage to lay her flat on the floor and then pick her back up, because she's just a little too heavy to work on for this. But if you guys are wondering what I am talking about, this one here is called I Want to Live, I Want to Stay by Mimi Maru. This is from Jaded Gem Shop. I started this back in March 28th, and I finished this on December 29th. This has 40 colors, no specials, and it is a square, and it's 120 by 80 centimeters, or 48 by 32 inches. So this one was big. And it took me a while, but this is like my husband's favorite character from Baldur's Gate 3, and it's the Karlach painting. Every time I say Karlach, I finish Karlach, this is what I mean, because that's the character in Baldur's Gate 3. But she is gorgeous. I love her, and I was so glad that I finally finished her. It's just she's so big. It's just such a it's just really hard to pick her up. But hopefully I've already put the picture up to show you guys what she looks like entirely. But let me move my logbook over here and see if I can move some stuff around for you guys so you guys can see some of this. I gotta push this up. Oh gosh, she is heavy. Sorry, I really have trouble moving her around. Right, let's see if I can get up here and then here. Okay, so you get to see the engine for the Infernal Heart working as her engine right here. And then let me move, you can see all the detail in her hands. This is a computer rendering, by the way, but so you get to see that there's just so much confetti in spots. Since it was big enough, there was enough spots where it did have some color blocking, but I just love, this is her gloves, her gloves. This entire thing, it's bigger than my hand right here, is her gloves. It's so cool, and it was so amazing. I was just amazed by how things started starting to show up, all the details as I was putting all the drills down. And it really, once my husband got to see the completed picture, it made this all worth it in the end. And will I do another one this size? Yes I will. In fact, I have bigger ones ready to go whenever I get them up. But yeah, I'm going to attempt to roll this up, and we will go with our very last diamond painting of the year. And it's a small one, so complete size difference. But yeah, this one was also my 80th finish entirely. I was so pleased. So this was my 80th finish. I was really happy about that. But yeah, let me put this away and I'll get the last one. Okay, for our very last finish of the year, we have here is Winter Magic by Flossie Fox Shop. The canvas is from Jaded Gem Shop. I started this on December 10th and finished on December 30th. There's 22 colors. 6 of those are glimmer drills. It is a square diamond painting, 30 by 32 centimeters, or 12 by 12.8 inches. So this I felt like was the perfect canvas to round out the last part of the year. I finished the Karlach one on the 29th, and I was kind of well, I have a few days left. Do I really want to go into the new year with another whip? And I didn't want to do that. So I was well, I still have one whip left. Let me finish that up, because I started this for the crafting for the holidays, and I kind of put it to the side because I really wanted to focus on Carlac after that. But yeah, decided to pull this back out and finish it just in time. It was easy to do. So much color blocking. But I really do love all the glimmers that she has there. And like I said, there's so many cute little details that Flossy Fox Shop puts in her patterns and everything. I just love everything about it. The Pegasus is adorable. I like the fact that there's pink clouds. And it's just like so many little tiny flowers, snowflakes. This had a lot of color blocking in it. So I really thought this was a good canvas to kind of wrap up the last part of the year. So I'm pleased with the amount of finishes that I definitely did. We definitely have more sun coming in. I have a lot of editing to do on my hands, for sure. Try and make everything sound cohesive. But I think that my goal, I think I am going to try to do about the same amount of diamond paintings for the next year. Cross your fingers if I can. But yeah, I feel like I did a pretty good year. It was a pretty good year for me overall. But anyway, if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Otherwise, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!